Assalamualaikum and good morning to everyone. Welcome to our talk today. My name is Muhammad Syawal Azim bin Muhammad Tabii from University Malaysia Perlis. Today, we will discuss about COVID-19 that affect to the world right now. Today, we are with Mr. Aidil Zikri from the Malaysian Ministry of Finance and another from Twice Food and Beverage Sdn Company, namely Datuk Aidil Asyraaf. Today, we will talk about the economic impact along COVID-19. We will discuss from the government sector and the private sector. So, let's get acquainted with the first guest is Mr. Aidil Zikri and the second guest is Datuk Aidil Asyraaf.
Hello and good morning. My name is Muhammad Aidil Asyraaf. I am the manager from Twice Food and Beverage Sdn. As you know, my company has been operating for 10 years. My company also has supplied food and beverage to many stores in Malaysia. We supply food such as patties to McDonald's, meatball to IKEA and many more.
Hello, Assalamualaikum and good morning. I am Aidil Zikri bin Ahmad Zamri. I am the Ministry of Finance in Malaysia.
So right now, I will give a short brief about COVID-19. Coronavirus disease COVID-19 is an infection disease caused by a newly discovered coronavirus. Most people fall sick with COVID-19 will experience mild to moderate symptoms and recover without special treatment. This pandemic will have devastating effects on the Malaysian economy from both external factors and domestic factors. Critically, this will disproportionately impact smaller business and vulnerable groups such as lower income individuals and workers. So today we will discuss how about Malaysian during this COVID-19. How government face the COVID-19 and how they take a risk to close the restaurant and mall sector.
First of all, the government imposed a movement control order, we call it MCO, which restricts the movement among the people to control the spread of COVID-19. Has also caused the government to close various sectors of the economic community, including the food sector. Usually, the restaurant can only operate independently at the desired time due to the COVID-19. Store can open limited at 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. only. Not only the restaurant sector but all sectors are limited in that time, which caused economic paralysis in Malaysia. The government had to bear almost billion of ringgit to implement a movement control order, or we call it MCO, which temporarily closed various sectors of the economy. The loss in the form of ringgit money was not only borne by the government, but also businessmen were also affected by the closure.
Thank you, Encik Aidil Zikri, for your answer. We will see from Encik Aidil Asyraaf next. Okay. For the next question is for Datuk Aidil Asyraaf. Is your company still going on, or your company is closed? How did you face the COVID-19 during the COVID-19?
Thank you, Syawal, for the question. At first 1 month, my company facing a hard time because our sales dropped drastically, so we had no choice but to close our company for a short time. After we had an online meeting, we discussed among the member of the highest in the office we have made a decision to reopen our company because we had a few orders from our customers. After that, my company has stabilized as we are back in operation. We started by providing supplies in small quantities to our customers.
Thank you, Datuk, for your answer. Next is about 60% of Malaysian workers will find it very challenging to survive for more than 1 week. Let alone rise even 1,000 in a household expenses. If they suddenly lost their jobs due to the COVID-19 pandemic, so how government help people that they can't go to the work?
Government have to solve the problem during the COVID-19 pandemic. The government have withdraw funds and provide assistance such as providing financial assistance to those severely affected by the COVID pandemic 19. Every citizen will receive initiative from the government in the form of money will be credited into their respective account. This is to sustain survival people in the COVID pandemic 19. The government also have encouraged trade small to the business online or investors in online business for businessmen. Government also restrict and withhold repayment of loan for borrowers who borrow money from bank in Malaysia. This will be more effective to help people in to control the pandemic COVID-19 economic.
Thank you for your answer, Encik Zikri. Okay, for the next question is for Datuk Aidil Asyraaf. What did you do to help your workers because they can't go to the work?
I wrote a letter and got the approval from the Ministry of Health to reopen my company. I made a decision to change the work timetable by doing shift. There are 2 shifts for 1 day. I also limit the number of workers. There are about 15 people per shift so that they have their social distancing among workers. And for those who works at the headquarters, they must work from their home. We often have an online meeting because we need to keep our sales stable. We are working in joy and peace.
Okay, thank you. I think this is the last question for both of you. For last question for Mr. Aidil Zikri, what are the example? What are the example of help from the government given to the people?
The government contribute a lot. Among them is the e-wallet donation, which give pocket money for the people to give a good online as well as inject a little fund for business to do business online. Not only the government provide all those affected by the COVID-19 pandemic with various assists such as livelihood assist, but assistance which receive as much as RM1,000 per person to subsidize the assistance amounting to RM500 per person to ease the burden of the people. Not only that, the government also provide various assistance such as free gigabyte internet, 1 gigabyte internet access for a student, and many more. In the retail and food economy sector, the government have helped to promote the local product to be marketed to overseas.
Last question for you, Dato' Aidil Ashraf. How your company recover from the drop sales during the MCO or movement control order? How did you gain your company after the MCO?
I did a great job as a boss. I saw many NGOs wanted to do a charity by giving food to students that are stuck at their campus, poor people and also the frontliners. So I've made a decision to give discount to the NGOs so that they can buy our products. During that time, my company's sale still ongoing normally, but we also gain a lot of profit from that. After a few months, my company has become the best company because our sale can reach so high.
Thank you for your time and share for this talk today.